Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our 100 clinically oriented anatomy questions. This is question 50, and this is going to be the final episode on the clinically oriented anatomy questions on the anatomy of the lower limb. All right, so subsequently, we'll be discussing questions and we'll be treating questions on the anatomy of the upper limbs and other regions basically. So let's jump straight into the video. The question says the young parents were concerned that their 14-month-old daughter had not yet begun walking. Their pediatrician reassured them, saying that one of the muscles of the leg, the fibularis or the peroneus tertius, had to complete its neurologic development before the child could lift the outer corner of the foot and walk without stumbling over her toes. What is the most common nerve supply of this muscle? Sural nerve, lateral plantar nerve, deep fibular nerve, superficial fibular nerve, and the tibial nerve. So basically, this question is asking us what is the nerve supply of the peroneus tertius. That's what the question is asking us. So the nerve supply of the peroneus tertius is actually the deep fibular nerve, right? So that is option C. That's pretty straightforward. All right. So let's discuss the compartment of the leg basically. So we have three compartments in the leg. We have the anterior compartment, the lateral compartment, and the posterior compartment. So we have four muscles in the anterior compartment, and these four muscles are the tibialis anterior, extensor digitorum longus, extensor hallucis longus, and the peroneus tertius. And all these muscles are responsible for dorsiflexion at the ankle joints, all right? And they are responsible for extension of the toes also. And all of them are supplied by the deep fibular nerve, all right? So yeah, that is the correct answer, the deep fibular nerve. The lateral compartment muscles are supplied by the superficial fibular nerve, and they are responsible for eversion. And there you have the fibularis longus and the fibularis brevis. The posterior compartment are responsible for plantar flexion and flexion of the toes, and they are supplied by the tibial nerve. So that is where you have your gastrocnemius, your plantaris, your popliteus, tibialis posterior, flexor digitorum longus, and the flexor hallucis longus. So yeah, they are supplied by the tibial nerve, like I mentioned. So that is it for the compartment of the legs. So let's check the other options. The sural nerve. The sural nerve gives cutaneous innervation to the medial border of the sole of the medial border of the dorsum of the foot. Basically, that's what it does. It does not have any muscular supply. It gives a cutaneous innervation to the skin on the dorsum of the foot, lateral border of the dorsum of the foot. Basically, it also gives a cutaneous innervation to the skin on the upper two-thirds of the lateral leg. Actually, so the skin on the upper two-thirds of the lateral leg and the lateral border of the dorsum of the foot, they are all supplied by the sural nerve. So lateral plantar nerve is a branch of the tibial nerve. Lateral and the medial plantar nerve, they are branches of the tibial nerve, and they give muscular supply and cutaneous supply to the sole of the foot. Basically, that's what it does. So yeah, that's the correct answer. That's the solution to the question, and the correct answer is option C. And I believe you understand why the correct answer is option C. So thank you very much for staying. Thank you very much for staying from episode 1 to episode 50. I really do appreciate it, and without you this would have been very impossible. Thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and turn on notifications for my new videos, so as to get them as soon as I drop them. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bear in mind, this is the final episode on the anatomy of the lower limb. Subsequently, we'll be going to other regions. Thank you very much for staying, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.